And we're live. There we go. You should be able to hear the audio. As always, let me just write something in chat. So today we're going to keep going on our run of Suzerain. First run since the new patch dropped. We're heading in for writing our new constitution, making our government budget, having some problems with the railway project, probably. What else? So probably something with Rumberg. Having diplomatic talks with other countries about trade deals and military alliances. I think that's what we can expect. There we governing. Wait, what? Okay. My autocorrect was autocorrecting wrong. Okay, let's go. Where did you leave off exactly? Oh yeah, there's nationwide revolt, budget change is coming, tensions are rising. They're burning books. Why did my party join in? Also, this is kind of a sign that this is a conservative region. This is kind of a sign this is a left-wing region, reformist region. In Bergia, British resistance. Wow. The British Freedom Front is operating within the sanctuaries of our nearest religion. Recession hits farmers again. Due to lack of buyers. Ah, that's good. I just gave the people stimulus checks so they can buy more wheat-based products. Should fix that problem. Lack of hospitals. I think that's it. Barbecue with Frank. In my mind, that says skip. We're going to talk with him about our past. Hope not. That there isn't going to be another civil war. Let's claim all the coup. Civil war. Now he's asking why didn't we take a side? Didn't want part of the violence, two sides of the same coin, they're kind of the same answer. Both sides were promoting political violence. More updates. Fire on protesters. A man. Derby postponed. Automatic elections in Sutherland because we have a 10% threshold. Industrial output problems. Industrial capacity. That lose more output next year. But an investment can stop the downward trend. There's a prisoners' riot. They're political prisoners. The reformists are clarifying their demands. They said that without the ministry choosing our ministers, they're not going to be able to stand with the reforms, but that's just bluffing. Now we're going to go to a part of the country which is rural and has a bad infrastructure. We're going to get a briefing on our school and health situation. Yes, fix the economy, that's what I want to do. Thank you, Surge. What? More reports? The report on reforms. Without term limits, they won't stand for it. I don't mind putting term limits. Young Surge, suspected of terror attack. I thought there was more reports. Anyway. Protest appear calmer, doesn't seem like it. Misogynist rally. Solely to answer for his crimes. Wants a trial for the Izam incident. Labor Union's Rights March. And education privatization. Of course, that's what the Economist would say. Farmers, they're breaking their backs for personal pay because of greedy corporation. Real problem like poverty. Deputize, born poor, among the sexes. I don't believe the rumors about her, but engineer could have research, engineer discussed. Conservative. That's interesting because I think in Canada and Britain, also their first female prime ministers were also conservative women. I don't know about Australia and New Zealand. Anyway. Women places the opportunity. Performance of family, Master acquainted. Red Burton, active initiative. Don't care that your strategist doesn't have a wife. Women deserve better. Time of Sword. Country's real issue. Fearmongers. There's kind of a war brewing, in case you didn't notice. And also there's like violent protests and terrorist attack happening. So it's not fear-mongering really. Realistically, should have a recession. Yes. Can't fix the economy by ourselves. Improve standards for workers, so he's going to advance our workers' rights bills. Which I'm going to sign, because even though we're going for a free market economy, what's the point of a free market if everybody just has like a cent an hour without any rights? Anyway, health overview. Things are bad in the rural area particularly. The education system is pretty much just a school where people are indoctrinated into our Solonism. What is it? Impoverished city? The system. It's not about solo Alphonse on this decay for Garten. There's a service which is fueled by capitalism. I don't think Solonism has anything to do with capitalism. want to transform, but increase. Well, everybody wants an increase in government budget. They want to do low quality in rural areas. Increase budget. Privatization will increase the price. I'm going to, well, we'll see that in the budget. Wait. We'll convene at the budget meeting, which should be soon, I think. Young soldiers found decapitated by probably the Red Youth, they suspect. A mine disaster. Is this a state-owned corporation? Ban youth organization. Okay, so last stream I was talking about how the Bluedish Freedom Front was a banned political organization. Where is it? Was a banned political information which turned violent. We can do the same thing. We can take a side either with the ethno-nationalists or the communist revolutionaries. We can just ban them both. Seeing as how there's like every single report we receive about violence involves these two organizations. But I'm really not going to ban them because it's going to have the same effect as it did on the Bluedish Freedom Front. That's what I thought at the time when I made that decision. The Bluedish Freedom Front was also probably something like that, a youth club which promotes Bluedish nationalism, but now that it's banned, it's become a militant arm. Since these clubs are already performing acts of violence, it wouldn't be too far to say that if we ban them, they would just become, just like the Bluedish Freedom Front, an underground organization. The NFP completely against any threshold reform. Workers' rights bill is almost done. Constitutional changes, where we change the constitution. My secretary is asking too many questions. Most foremost, the impeachment will be initiated by the Assembly. They think they do not have any power over potential rogue president. The Assembly. Yeah, sure. It's not if you're supposed to do something in the Assembly. You can take your other needs the Supreme Court to impeach you. The courts can have impeach me for this. Better impeachment process. Appointing ministers. I can just employ whatever minister I want. If I make a confidence vote, then the Assembly has some kind of power over me. Yes, we're going to lower a little bit of the threshold. Yeah, it doesn't mind. President executive power by decrees. Term limits. Sure. Should be able to be impeached. Why would they? We should cut their guard. Maybe we shouldn't take the Supreme Court. We should respect their immunity. That's why they can become. They cannot have to worry about political repercussion or the judicial opinions. Arkansas has a title of Hero of the Republic or something, which makes him immune. Keep the title but take the immunity clause, but this is going to be a bluff. You'll see why. I'm going to explain later. Let's start working on the draft. So, presidential vetoes. As you saw last time, I think the only bill I've received so far was for the campaign finance reform. If I didn't have any vetoes, I couldn't have vetoed that finance reform law. And since this finance reform law was made by the current members of the Assembly, it was designed to reinforce the power of every single member of the Assembly while excluding everybody else. which is why I think it would be important to keep the veto in some way, even if it's limited. So that way the National Assembly can override my veto, but they're going to have to get a majority vote on it. And if the law is unpopular, and me vetoing it makes me popular, then they're going to have a hard time overriding my veto with a majority. This I don't have a choice. Let's see. For an annual benefit festival? Whatever. Here, who can impeach me? The Assembly and the Supreme Court, if they have a vote in both. Only the Assembly can, the President can be impeached, or just the Supreme Court can. I think we should do both. Since I'm not going to make the Supreme Court impeachable, they can have non-politically aligned reasons to either impeach or not the President. While the Assembly, since they're politically voted in, their decisions are only politically motivated by whatever is popular. So they can impeach a president who's unpopular whenever they want. But the Supreme Court, since they're not in their position for political reasons, but judicial ones, can take a judicial approach to the impeachment process. Ministers, we're just going to give some power to the Assembly to make them happy. I'm not going to make them nominate my ministers, because I want people. I don't want ministers to be drawn up from members of the Assembly, but instead to be appointed by whoever I want, which can then be approved by the Assembly. So I don't limit the possible choices of ministers to only Assembly members. We're going to decrease the threshold a little bit. That way, it's not going to alienate the conservative too much, but still going to make the demands of the reformist possible. Presidential decrease. I don't mind the decrease, but since we're this isn't in any of the demands of the conservative, but it isn't the ones of the reformist, we're going to limit our power a little bit just to make them a little more happy, since we're not going all the way of the Assembly like with the ministry reforms and the impeachment process. Just limiting our decrease a little bit is going to make them a little bit more happy. Term limits, sure. Immunity of justices, no impeachment, just like I just said. And then membership. Alright, so this is really important. Tarking Soul, who's the only person who holds the title, means that this is not a decision about how other people are going to see it. It's not a decision about the membership or the title in theory, but a practical application on what I'm aiming to do with Soul. So if I just abolish the immunity, which is what I'm going to pick right now, but I'll explain why. We don't actually want to try Talking Souls for anything, because that's how you get crewed. Talking Soul is a military general, unlike Rain here. Everybody in the military respects him, and if I was to impeach him and declare him, if my intentions, which can be seen here, are to abolish his illegal immunity, it's signaling to him that I'm trying to pursue him into justice. So that gives him time to protect himself, since I'm basically signaling to him that I'm coming after him. It's basically only leaving him the choice of either letting himself get or asking allies in the government to hinder my efforts, either by making my trial unsuccessful or by completely rising up against me. If you want like an historical example of this, it would be like how Julius Caesar, when he's up in campaign in Gaul, because he's a governor, he has legal immunity, but the members of the Senate have declared that whenever his legal immunity is up, they're going to try him. That means that Caesar has to retain in his mind, he has to retain that legal immunity at all costs, otherwise they're just going to try him for whatever they want, his political enemies, and accuse him and get him guilty of whatever. I'm offering, if I take this option, I'm going to offer the same option to Saul that the Senate did to Caesar, which is either he protects himself, even going up to the point of cooing my government, or he just lets himself get got. But since Saul is a conservative idol, I don't know. So you're just going to take this option just to give it as a free negotiation gift when we're going to be negotiating with the conservative members of my party. I made the final change. Let's see what everybody has to say about it. The new electoral threshold will be difficult for the party. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The conservative are going to say, I don't want the electoral threshold. I'm going to say, too bad. Then I'm going to say, oh, I don't like what you did to Saul. I'm going to say, okay, you're right about Saul. Let me take that away. And then they're going to be happy. Any comments? I don't think any problems. Me neither. I personally working in this proposal with my handpicked legal experts. Proposal to the party. Talk to the leaders. Calvin is just going to support me probably. The conservatives are going to ask to make changes, which is normal. That's why I picked the Saul thing, just so I can give it away. To make the negotiation successful. That was my thought process originally when I made that choice in my first run that I didn't stream or anything a long time ago. Rainy didn't promise reforms. Thanks, Orland, today. Dinner with business council members. All they're doing. This is just a. Are you corrupt? Yes, no. Good pasta. And rice. What do not go together. It's not for me to press something special. The very special went by the best quality service. Hey, got an achievement. And Simon is hardworking. Using to the finish line. Inspiration for all reformists. With the old guard. For health and happiness. Ha 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 ha. I can promise you anything. Promise to give cooperation and enable privatization and health and education. How about no? Problematic and orrery. without any perpetrators. School poisoning connected to Bloodish women. What are the news? Bills of Rights being drafted. High chance of passing. Business Council. Mine disaster. So I have the bill now? Nope. The budget time. Blah blah blah. Basically, Elias prays that everything goes well, and Ciara, being a dirty atheist, is too disgusted to even hear about religion. No comment. Private sector to support us. This is important because we don't actually know this at this point, but we're going to have the choices to privatize things in a certain order. What's going to come first in our privatization choices is going to be education. So here's the plan. I didn't do this on purpose the first time around, but this time I'm doing it on purpose. I'm going to up the budget at everything except education because I'm going to privatize education. I'm not going to privatize healthcare, and the budget increase in healthcare and the rest of the thing are going to be used for something useful, while the budget decrease in education is going to be compensated by privatizing it. Let's talk about things. Law enforcement. Problem like corruption, military, blah 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 blah. Education. I'm not going to... Okay. Health, increase. Education, decrease. Law enforcement, increase. Military, increase. Law enforcement is a key branch. Education is not on top of the list. The military is on top of the list. Healthcare is on top of the list. Don't take it personal, kid. What's that here? Military. Happy military personnel. Brain drain because I decreased its funding. So they're going to foreign places to study the budget. Government is spending money. It's the first measure for more internal security. Ministry of Health, Defense. That's bad on education. Yep, I am. Reform Committee. 87 out of the 150. Chapter 2. Regional airport overcrowded. I mean, I'm sure having bigger airports is good, but... British Freedom Front priests, we saw in the latest report of people being accosted while praying to join the British Freedom Front. Education in rural region requires improvement, well, it's not going to happen. Military equipment outdated. Yep. Central Bank issues budget deficit warning. Potential consequences for irresponsible economic management were highlighted. Our large deficit. Indeed. Because I know nowadays there are theories like the modern... what was it again? Modern theory of economics? Wait, let me look it up. Okay, it's a modern monetary theory. which posits that since the government is in this country the Swedish yuan is our currency, and our government has control over the currency of how much we print or how much we distribute of it, the businesses and their money supply are actually the money supply of businesses is actually the deficit of the government. So the higher we're in deficit, the higher the businesses have money, capital to invest. Now this sounds good on paper, but as you just saw, my deficit didn't went to any of the businesses, it just all went into my government branches. So in this part of the theory, which usually gets simplified in discussion like this, the deficit doesn't matter, it's inflation that's important. And since having people usually associate high government deficit or debt with inflation, my MMT tries to debunk this idea by positing that deficit is only the money supply of businesses, so it's not automatically high deficit that makes inflation. Now, my budget isn't going to make inflation. My budget in government branches isn't going to increase deficit either, but that's not in line with the modern monetary theory. Anyway, all to say is, just like I said last time, if you want advice about economics, don't ask people who already have economic theories to promote. Just like you don't want advice about religion from Catholic priests or political advice from party people. Because they're just going to promote whatever they're just going to promote whatever ideas they already hold. So what's ICBM? Yeah, sure. What's up, Magnolia? Offshore drilling near Ilge Island increases tensions? Just because. Workers' rights, I already said I was going to sign it. I'm just going to sign it. New law on workers' rights. This actually is going to cost us budget because our own government corporation are going to have to follow this law as well. Like this, the Neda Mining Group, which actually is a state corporation, which I'm thinking of privatizing since now they're pretty much worthless or their reputation is damaged. But the Swedish state corporation, the building construction company, I don't plan on privatizing. Yeah, this one. And radical workers by saying they're still not going to be happy. Yeah, they're never happy. Workers' rights reform. I'm trying to press escape, but all it does is bring up the menu. Anyway. Regional investment. Bergia, Lorraine, or Aglan. Now, Lorraine are already having told us that having regional investments could help recover. Aglan we haven't really heard from them. And Bergia, they had a surplus in the agricultural market. So we're going to invest in Lorraine. It's an evening halt with my wife. She's just going to ask me what I want about the women's rights. We go by someone who's been a washed politician. Too much whiskey. Sad day for journalism. I don't know who Janice is. And asked her boss for payment 3T. She was fired for asking for maternity leave. Deeper problem. What's the worst that can happen? Explosion in Deer. Is the terrorist attack be the Bluish Freedom Front? Will earn and high debt? Caucasian soldiers in Lesbia? Oh yeah, because Warden used to be part of a proxy war. Investment in oil. Peaceful protest, thank God. Condemns? Commends. Okay, I thought it was condemns. So now we have to make a choice as where our budget allotment goes. Excellent idea to have anti-corruption police, but of course you actually have to have them not be corrupt. I've already made my decision. The Ministry of Justice. To form an anti-corruption police. Now, anti-corruption police actually have to have non-corrupt people heading them. Economy slowly recovering. For example, if I'm corrupt, me, myself, and I'm the one who's asking the corruption police to do something, like we'll see later, I can just sabotage their efforts. Which I'm not going to do. We'll see later. So, corruption police needs people who aren't corrupt to head them, otherwise they're just anti-corruption police for the people I don't like. A bomb in the station. The construction has issues because I've done workers' rights, which is just an excuse because, as I said last time, one of the classic tactics of construction companies is to say that they can pay with lower, but then use political crises to justify the increased cost they had in mind all along. Give them the funds. I mean, I was going to give them the funds all along. It's just that we're going to give it to them now instead of earlier when we had to make a choice about the construction company. Change the tax system. We're not changing anything. What does everybody think we should do? I think it's a great idea. Why don't we increase small thicknesses? Maintain the taxes. We're not going to change any of the other taxes. Nope, maintaining the tax. I mean, what if we just increase the taxes for both of them? Increase tax and increase tax. Thank you and goodbye. Tax avoidance. Well, this is an improvement to the rampant tax evasion. I mean, I didn't... so if I increased taxes, it would have just tax avoided. A threat to world peace. Police violence. Uh-huh. I'm sure I am. Young sword deny allegation. Cultural organization. The school wins an award. The youth call for peace staff finally. And a new military incursion targeting the Bluish Freedom Front. We visit a school where we see that it's a political, just a political brainwashing thing. Blah blah blah. What you're teaching these students? We can go ahead with strict gird. Let's leave. And we leave. And then she's going to ask me if we can make reforms, which I agree with. But also if we're going to privatize the system. I think this is where we make that decision, right? Lucian, what do you think? Advantage and disadvantages. Privatization. Thank you. And I got one budget. Let's see. Free of protest finally. Visit a school. Prayer language. A bill. Wayne is making a mistake. Education privatization. Demonstrators arrested. What's up? Teacher strike. Because budget. Launches a second satellite, which is historically accurate that the Eastern Bloc is advanced in space technology for now. Education reform. So now we have a meeting with the Conservative about our planned reform bill. How are you doing? The chair isn't as good as the enemy of democracy. I am a proud Solist. Need to fix our problem. It wasn't even change. Nation into the future. Democratize our elections. Will that ensure your support? I need to know if you have my support. And I'll just change this law. Cancel the speech of my wife. What does he have to do with anything? Now you understand. Is it important to her?
Gold consider playing a little power in this one, do not listen to Mrs. Range speeds. Does he shrill Victorian housewife? For a spell on the stage. That's unfair. But that's reality. And now she's saying that she also supports the idea, but that this isn't going to be politically advantageous. I'm expecting enough for them conservative as well. Prioritize the healthcare or the Swedish State Corporation, which I'm not going to do. Which policy makes you concerned? That won't happen. Thank you. Rain stops unrest. Thank you, Sorland, today. Now I meet with the reformists, who are probably just going to be happy with everything. No, okay, what the right thing to do, yes. No workers' revolution. I'm not going full communist. Good, important. To prove useful. Thank you, and goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Sorland have spoken. Talk about democracy. Order them. Everybody stands and applauds. President meets USP and makes them bend to his will. Let's see. People have promised to support, maintain taxes, privatize education, reform the education system, global trade war. Uh-oh. Reform, privatization, gap between the poor and the rich, and new reform. Let's continue. Now it's time for some diplomacy. Archaic state of Sorland constitution laws. I don't want to go to war. Even I want a modern Sorland superpower military without having to be part of it. Superpower trade war. No. Major naval confrontation between these two places called a global trade disruption. Casual tariff. Temporary trade embargo. Ouch. Religious harmony bill. This is about how other cultures should be treated. Everything should be held in the Swedish language. Discrimination against the Bloods. And have Swedish descendants. I don't have much problem with the Swedish language part, but the rest, it's too bad. Too bad I can't change it or anything. Anyway, veto. Privatization. Arcasia offers aid. Can I take that, please? I mean, I'm going to align with them anyway, so accept. Thanks for the aid. International trade war. Massive economic downturn because of the trade war. Yay. Weak international leadership because I accepted aid. Protects religious freedom. Global economic war. Because it like requires increasing the world tension significantly. Libya was unjust and undemocratic. Economic reaction from Italy to Contana. Two power are going into a trade war. Was the militaries, the tribes, which needs peace. In the globalist system. The flux, prosperity at risk. Causes trade war. And they condemned me because I accepted the aid. Yeah, not so great. Wait, what? Armadine stock price plunge. No. Don't invest what you can afford to lose. Goodbye. Investment from Arcasia. Arcasian Enforcer quotation. Arcasian aid. Losing value because of the trade war. Private party where nothing's going to happen. It's disgusting how rich you are while we're in the middle of an economic downturn. Take the cigar. Investment not paying off. Real estate. Football partnership. I can't afford because my investment didn't pay off. President's rating saved the day because of the religious harmony bill. Financial aid from Arcasia, which aligns us to them. The new privatization in full swing. Profit organization. Immigration, we're just going to keep it lax. Questions. Lots of migrants from the surrounding regions. Ready to make a decision. Keep them relaxed. Let's wrap things up. Report from the ministry, which is on the anti-corruption. Memphis is a little where my wife's going to. I told you my reason. Quiet, please. Please sit down. Now is not the time. I praise a politician because he's religious. There's no more life because people are stopping all these crazy wars. Protests. Shark calming down. Refugees from the Wellen. Actions against the British Freedom Front. The education. Because of cunt funding, things are bad. Now my war is going to be banned at me. That you're capable of defending yourself. Looking forward to closing. Easy peasy. Arcasia is here. Rex Immigration, Arcasian Aid. The protests are bad. First degree disgrace, no support from my husband. Wait. Economic recession is deepening. Thank you. Okay, budget allocation. We're just going to modernize. We'll talk about this in more detail in our other one where I'm going to actually fight the war. Whoa. Yes. Suggestion, please. I've settled. Better equipment and modernization program. Dismissed. The education reform is not going that well because of the low budget. We're going to set the anti-corruption force on the oligarchs. The reason I did that originally was because since I'm going for the free market, the oligarchs are going to have more power, so having them not be corrupt would be good. On the oligarch. Thank you for your time. And now we're going to Wallen or Lespia for the trade deals. But look at how smooth I can go with these trade deals. And also military alliances. They're protesting me because of something. He gives me an amazing gift of our first treaty between Solar and Alinolia. Let's give him the sword to symbolize our military alliance. Thank you. Shake on hands. Return. Not beneficial. Current state still deal. There's the new room for discussion. And we recognize the island. And we go with the military alliance. And I'm not going after him. I mean, I was. Territory, alliance, playing with fire. Yeah, sure. What end time? Salute. Nice to meet you. Salute. Exciting. Is it empty? It's basically just a show city. Pay him. Now. Smoke. Sure. They can go to hell. BFF. What do you want? Specifics? Let's negotiate. Deal. Party infrastructure, free trade, tariff oil, trade initiative, investment, trade volume. Speech on my own reform to the Assembly. Honorable members. Threshold for democracy. And let's go over with the Assembly. Democratic era. Unity. Embrace the future. New constitution together. Join us. We're united for Swordland. People are shouting. Speak to Kibner. I respect your opinion. I expect your support. Richter, thank you. Support, thank you. Okay, Assembly. In the petition Rams. Reform status. Soon. Help acquire more resources, which I gave to them. What's up? When's the election? Privatization plan for the Ministry of Health, which I'm not going to follow. A case about the human rights. Overall state of the armed forces. Which is going to be whether we keep conscription or not. Now this basically goes into two strategies. At the time I didn't know that joining a superpower was going to avoid war. So my plan was to keep conscription, basically professional armies, which are rather small, like the British army, deal very well with short wars. But on the long term, they usually just need to be replaced with conscripts. So for example, during World War I, Britain had like 30 divisions with 1,000 troops each in July, and by November they had like 20 divisions with 100 men each, so like a 90% casualty of the professional force. So the plan with Rumberg is to, with the help of conscripts, hold out long enough for our superpower ally from the west to reinforce our position. Keep it. What is your opinion? There is a place. Keep it. The army could be modernized. Air Force, Navy. Let's go with Air Force. Well, I said army. What? Whatever. Modernize the Air Force. Ooh. Comrade at a standstill. With the Arcadia trade incident. Trade war, they mean? Hey, look at that, my budget went up. Medical, Women's March, Trade War effects. Modernized Air Force, cool. Opening of the railway, finally. Yeah, sure. Guess we can't help for having a big crowd. Citizens. Go with the rule. Go with Simon Hall. And I'm going into the train. Let's go with Lucian. Look, you can see the upgrade with the red, which signifies electric railway. Opens the railway. Finally finishes construction. Current economic situation. Take your seats. Why? Signs the leaders are backing down. When will the effects wane? By the recession. Infrastructure. Quick economic growth. Infrastructure, industrial. Boost production. Where's Conrad again? Benfi, Valgan. I never find the city I'm looking for. There it is. Let's go for the agricultural zone. March. Close the door to refugee from Welland because of our deal with them. Naval presence. Some polio cases, which is bad. Warns about Bagsland. Education privatization update. Healthcare time. We're going to upgrade our rural area. We're preparing for a polio case. We're not going to privatize. How we spend the extra funds. Rural area. Improve rural area. Dismissed. The case. Separate treatment between the different ethnicities. Borders are closed. They're looking. They're talking about the case about the different treatment of our ethnic minorities. There's a new governor for the island. Friends Rector, can you just support me, please? What's on your mind? He's shocked that I'm listening to the... Seem to be enthusiastic. To do this, we have to make it count, succeed with the Supreme Court. Point this together. I'm happy to cooperate. He flew. He wants to be a member of ATO. I trust you. He backs me. Failed education reform, quality service in the rural area. Several companies. They're going for the investment project. Going under all construction. Education, the reform I failed. See you. Since I didn't change the budget, there's no budget allocation decision to make. Excessive printing currency to cover the debt gap. Uh-oh, inflation. Oh well. Yo. She wants to reform. Let's go with both. Because I don't actually care. Nationalize. Rights case. Brutish, Day of Dissension. I say both, which means nobody is happy. Commitment, or new technology. Language bill, again. Anti-corruption police. Economic report. But there's another update. A mixed success. Stabilizing, but except for Bergia, which isn't doing much good. What's up, Radical? Brutish plight and tensions. What's up, dude? Haven't seen any benefits. That's what I was thinking. I see where this is going. You're asking too much. Hang up. Refugee suffers because of me. Positive statement. Hey, Lucian. Privatize the companies. I have received a call. Stopped him. Let's go. We gotta be on the same page. They want to prioritize things. I know what I'm going to do. I've decided what I'm going to do. Yoink. And yoink. Done. You're right. Thank you, Simon. Nice budget. The Pakistan Navy is active in the sea. BFF is recruiting. Rising because they're fleeing from Wellen. Unified education language. Session would teach all classes except for foreign language in the official language of the country. For the provisional process, enforce the law to defunding penalties or close shutdown of schools. I mean, Swordish is the official language of the country, but I know that this is specifically to target the Brutish. So let's go with veto. I think I've only passed the workers' rights at this point of all the bills. Economic direction. Hey dude, I'm not doing anything. Why are you showing me this? Because they want the thing. Doesn't. Stop it, guys. Shut up. Squabble. Successful raids. Determined to end recession. Ah, the vote of the assembly. Hopefully everything goes well. Because Soul's here. Let's see what happens. Blah blah blah. I'm expecting your votes. Join us. Vote yes. Let's go down the hall. Hey, I'm positive. It's a big day for all of us. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Let's vote. I know, Soul's here. Hey Gloria, speed it up. Cast your vote, please. Cast your vote. Don't jump to conclusions. Oof! Majority yes. Hell yeah. The Supreme Court is going to be a problem. Ends of Assembly. Congratulate President. The new Constitution passes the Assembly. Great job. Now it's time for the Supreme Court. It's pretty normal that he come for his own constitution reform. It's going to be tough. We didn't expect it to be easy. Could have planned a barbecue or something. Seen as united, an alliance in the next exception. We need a proper alliance. Yes. Foreign policy meeting. This movie premiere. A whistleblower from Bloomberg, which I'm granting asylum to. That's where he is. Accepts whistleblower. Now a movie premiere. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. This is pretty much useless. There. And that's it. What's up? Meat. Rule of the Swedish language vetoed. Vetoes racist language bill. I don't think languages can be racists. Technically. Dinner with family, aka skip. So it seems. My son's future. He's joining the army. Let's see. Dismisses the treatment of British people. What a surprise. Okay. Ceremony for the day of the ascension. Let's read this closely. First, grasp the spectre with my left hand, then touch the altar with my right. Kneel. Then touch my sword with my right hand. And the scepter and keep the sword before giving to a disciple. Bow. Photo. Speak. Bribery. Was I? There's anything on console eventually. That's all. Extinguish the candles. I'm nervous. A gift. A dagger from King Igmund. It's an honor. Got the scepter with my left, touch it with the right. Kneel. Touch the sword with my right hand. And the scepter. Pass the sword to the disciple. Corpse strike down the rice case. Day of the Ascension. Who's that? About the Islam incident. Prioritization are our children doomed and justice failed. Thank you, Radical, for your opinion. Looking toward the future. My nation. Transparency Dynamite. Be bullied. Lespia. They want a trail deal. Let's go with Lespia. Oh, it's easy. Woohoo! Unemployment reduced. Good news. Well-in trade report. Recession hits worker. Damn it. Gains new importance. Is the trade war over? Nope. Polio cases. Polio cases. Currency loses value against Arcasian. But it's not as bad. Edmund. Not 20%, but she has still new concerns. Scared of Purge. Scared of us. Attack our shot police. Four or five. What about the Heron? What about Orso? Thank you for your effort. Next step. Not yet. Plan with Isabel. Okay, let's not scare her off. Welcome her. Welcome. Heavy court matter? Yeah, sure. Mrs. Edmund? Salad? Want to cooperate with you. Congratulations. Thank you. Do you like the proposal? We need our wing to vote for you. Yes, that is the situation. Thank you. Of course, let's change. What are my real intentions? I want a better democracy. Executive and transparency. We have to be in this together. How come you think that the Supreme Court's right to vote on Constitution is a major problem? The judiciary doesn't have legislative power. Concerned that you're a heavy person of capitalism. Don't agree. We are not the puppet. Defines concession. Please. So you were in source person with that structure. Advisory. Judicial review starts on law against the Constitution. Yeah, that's what I thought. Presidential institutional role. We agree. Great concern. The way for people to enter the assembly. But we must be fair. Let's see. Please. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. That's great news. Lucian. Usual news. Aaron has agreed to meet. Arrange the meeting. Hey dude. Gentleman's Club. My team chose this place. He's beyond my proposal. It's a nice surprise. It does sound rather nice. I don't have anything to spare. Hope you reconsider. Yeah, I don't have any money. Whoa, look at that economy. What happened? Is the trade war over finally? No. I have a bad feeling about this. Hope for the best. No problem. What is it? Bring it here. It's a conservative painting, kind of. Yes. It passed. Result of the vote. Let's go. Please have a seat. What's on our agenda? Content. We have to stop the recession. Thank you, Peter. Form an alliance with the PFG. Any concerns? We have much in common. I appreciate, but it's still going to happen. Thank you. Let's move on. Report. Under control. GDP growth. Our debt is still high. Tax bills to not have as high a debt. Concerning reports. Thank you. Nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you. Weaponizing rebels. Closer for Alnoria. Paradise Negotiation. Nespia soon. Thank you. Everything is bad. An investigation. Can't make that promise. At this moment. Thank you. A party. Name, company, economy. That's everything. The Capitol Police about the oligarchs. Continue. Thank you, Carl. What's up? USP alliance with PFG. P. Inflation still bad. Whistleblower. Heavy water facility for nuclear missiles. The buzzing shops are not filled with bar door shops. Gang violence diminished. Address the nation speech. Citizens. The new P meaning. We have accomplished. But outside our change is a continuation of what since the fall of the monarchy. Yes, elite. Parallel. Good bit, we see democratization, loophole, thousands. The will of the people is rule number 2. New term limits. Let's go with decree. Change is respected. Seeds for success. Internal external debt. Economic development. Let's go with number 3. Alright, so that's SRE says to us. The morning has come. West. Democracy. For our children of wisdom, vision, courage, frontiers of freedom. It has not yet been done. Catchphrase. Wow. That's our constitutional changes. Let's see. Brain demands reparations. How about no? Pageland. Because of riots. There's an issue between the gendarmerie and the police. Bottom Roomberg. Reparations. How about no? My son is going to the front. Thank you, Serge. Harasses swordless ships. President Sun joins the military. Drafted. How about no? Because I don't have that much money and the scholarships aren't all that salary increase. Wow. Can I veto that? Changes to the law. Per trade and competition. -2 government budget, -1 government budget. Now, as we saw, the news are quite biased. So that's why originally I took this council and the Fair Trade Competition Commission. That's why there's our free market is going to be fair. Rulership rights. Done. Buddies. Incoming competition. I don't want the media to be biased. Thank you. Media regulated. Censorship councils. I mean, I could have, but I didn't. Aircraft. State-of-the-art aircraft. S-13 fighter, B-34 bombers. S-16. You have B-34s, but F-15s and 16s have been S. Night herons. Commercial activity increased. That's good. Trade talk with Lesbia. Let's go. Hey Simon. He's drunk in public. Thanks for the heads up. Hey dude. Don't say anything. Trade deal. Call for lesbian capital. Decision to defend the border. Avert the refugee here. Refugee crisis. What do you want? On the royal. I'm listening. Enlighten me. You're a shrewd man. I accept. ATO. How do we begin joining ATO? Yeah, I want to join ATO. What's in it for me? An alliance. That's better. Thank you and goodbye. Gold trade, free trade zone. I mean, having a lot of coal is kind of useless if I don't use it somehow. Hey dude. I'm taking everything. Messed up. What have you done? You've been sleeping? You talk Russian? Wells knows. We can weather this. Pollution. Right now. Tomorrow. Excuse me if you can hear the sounds coming from outside. So it's now time to address the scandal. Time to put the blame on him. I'm just going to take it. I mean, sex scandals aren't anything new. The time station. Yeah. Would you like telecommunication? President Secretary, spy, arrested with treason, great section against us. I don't have much money to spend. Julius wants to do something about the gendarmerie, which I'm not going to do. Easy peasy. As I said earlier, anti-corruption units are only useful if you're not corrupt, so don't act like it. Want to do something about the pandemic? The pandemic outbreak in the area, do it. I mean, it's pretty easy. Either I do nothing and maybe a pandemic is going to develop, or I do something and maybe the pandemic doesn't develop. I need government budget for later. We're going to the anniversary for a nice little up. Time to go. Convoy starts driving, or else we won't be back in time to do so. To do what? Make my plan. Hey, Centrist. Let's go for electronics. Ouch to the economy. Let's see. How about no? There we go, easy peasy. Let's go for the taxes. Let's see. Ouch! 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 I wish I hadn't done that. Getting situation with Bloomberg. No, retaliate. Retrograde. Alliance with Atel. Set. You know, if I had to redo the run, all I would change was not doing the taxes. Oh, economy all green. Let's hear it. Whoa, recovery! Good news. General Ruderan's son? The construction project is done. The shaking sporter. Plane shut down. Standing with us. Son at the front line. He condemns me. Largest military parade. NATO membership. Plane. More political violence. Region standards rates. Swordland D-. Let's go for the interview. Breach of airspace. Yes. I hope not. I hope not. Of course they would deny it. Foreign policy, AJ Island. Don't harass other nation. Found the situation. Yes. Because they're our allies. Well then. Of course not. I think we're gonna put it in our country. And it's over. First party. Darkest hour. Out of the depression. The party leader. Living standards are down. Lukewarm PR visit. British opinion high. Leader poisoned. And my own household. Let's turn off the TV. Yeah, try and impeach me. Tusk. Arrested. Technically, was doing his first term. Impeachment trial. Way to modernize Air Forces. Arcasian Hornets. Ocean of Rain. No. Hopefully the impeachment goes well. Weirdly enough, in my first run that didn't happen. I really hate this part. It's just... yeah. As always, UN, completely useless. Thank you. Achieve its aim. Together with Agnolia. Peace. Let's keep going. No need. What's up, dude? That's where hopefully calls me a centrist, please. No, call me a Democrat. The first time around, he called me a centrist. That's why I called this run the centrist run. We'll see where I went wrong. I guess I was too far down the reform route. I should have been more conservative. Maybe if I banned the youth organizations. Modernize my Air Force. Foreign Minister resigns. Poll results. All the polls are saying they're positives. What is it? Who is it? My doctor. What's the meaning? Resigning. Made my decision. Abuse my power. What a shame. Dinner at home. Wait, what? What did I just say? No, I said I'm retiring. Oh well. Let's just finish this run. That's it. I mean, at least the new ending. I've never resigned before. Just writing a memoir, sure. Suzerain. No regrets. I got an achievement for this retirement. Ew. Wow, that's really far away from my first run. Even though this is the same title. Usually I was around here. Weird. I wonder why that happened. Maybe the calculation of the position change even though the decisions themselves aren't different. And I'm still called a centrist reformer. Weirdly enough. Near the first president. Okay. Well. Can I skip this? Thank you. Also, I made the same choices, but before I had received the mixed economy message, whereas now I had the laissez-faire message. Anyway, I'm thinking instead of going right away into a second run, I'm going to take a break from this game and play another one instead. So be prepared for a surprise tomorrow. Anyway, have a good day or night, and see you.